Did y'all know that there's coaches in boxing who never actually threw a punch a day in their life? There is coaches in the sport of boxing who never boxed themselves. They just kind of low-key good at coaching, like Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso was never a fighter, but the man got Canelo Alvarez. That is why I respect coaches like Derrick James, Bomac, guys who've been in that ring before, win or lose.
This thing is different.
With that being said, Floyd Schofield, aka Kid Austin's pops, was on the Instagram live stream yesterday. And he was talking to a trainer from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania by the name of Greg Hackett. Some of y'all might know who this dude is. I recently talked to this man on an Instagram live stream. I had no idea what a horrible fighter the man actually was.
Fuck you, dumbass nigga.
Apparently, Mr. Greg Hackett wants some attention. The man wants some clout. And what do you do when you're trying to get clout? You call out somebody who is way more successful than you will ever be. Someone who got more money than you'll ever have. So Mr. Greg Hackett apparently got some type of beef with Kid Austin. Kid Austin's pops checked the man on the IG live. Listen to this.
You wasn't successful in boxing. Your shit sucked. He's not a credible source because he wasn't successful in the ring.
Kid Austin's pops is absolutely right. Why would Greg Hackett, a man with a record of 3 wins, 23 losses, let me repeat that. Greg Hackett won 3 fights and got beat up 23 times. How dare this man criticize Kid Austin? You was not cut like that, and you will never have a fighter as successful as Kid Austin. But as the old saying goes, when you're trying to get some clout, you call out somebody way more successful than you ever will be. And Mr. Greg Hackett, for the record, this is the last time that I would ever mention you on Southpaw TV. I'm not gonna hype you up like that. I'm doing you a favor right now by talking about you, bro. Real talk.
So Greg Hackett basically been hounding me, been on me since I was a teenager, you know, because I fought one of his homeboys in the amateurs. So ever since I was a teen, he always had something to say. So my dad finally met him, you know, not in person, but on Instagram Live yesterday, and he snapped. And I'm with my dad because, you know, ever since I was a kid, you always had something to say. We never met you in our lives, we don't know you, but you always been hating. So, you know, my dad snapped. You know, I feel like my dad had the right reaction because at the end of the day, you was disrespecting his son since he was a teen. You know, I'm a grown man now, but it's like, come correct. Like, we don't know you, we didn't do nothing to you. You know, my dad, me, we posted this thing on Instagram. You know, his record, y'all could go and see, but you know, all of a sudden now he a boxing analyst. And y'all look at his record, y'all tell me if he is or not. But he always critiquing somebody, like, especially people that already surpassed him. So like I said, like, all that hate and just weirdness for no reason is just weird. And like I said, my dad's reaction was right, and I'm with it.
Kid Austin's right. Kid Austin is signed with Oscar de la Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. What notable fighters does Greg Hackett have that could actually be in contention to face Kid Austin? Go ahead, I'll wait. Greg Hackett ain't nothing more than an amateur trainer in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. With a horrible boxing record, the man can't fight.
Because he's a pussy, that's why.
When y'all take a look at Greg Hackett, I can see why the man stopped boxing. Rumor out on the street in Philadelphia is Greg Hackett actually stopped boxing to do competitive hot dog eating. That's right. The man holds the world record for swallowing 500 hot dogs in 30 seconds.
We really know you, Alicia.
But in all seriousness, as the old saying goes, you will never find somebody doing better than you that's actually hating on you. You will never find somebody doing good in life hating on somebody. You will never find somebody more successful than you hating on you. It is always somebody doing bad. Real bad, like Greg Hackett.
That nigga's a straight bitch.
And like I said, name one fighter that Greg Hackett got that is on Kid Austin level. I'll wait.
I know Southpaw TV.
And I don't even know if Kid Austin or his pops typed this up, but as y'all can see, it says, "Ayo, Greg, he think he a boxing analyst. This dude never knocked out nobody, not even a cab driver. Do not listen to this fraud that is a professional loser at boxing. He doesn't know anything about being successful and have the nerve to talk about boxers who surpassed him. Wow, this world is different. When we start getting advice from undisciplined losers and he is a coach, Wow.
If that ain't the most fraudulent shit.
Like I said, this is the first and last time that Mr. Greg Hackett will ever get any type of attention on Southpaw TV, but he might do 100 million response videos, cause like I said, it's always somebody doing bad, looking up, hating on somebody.
But you need to concentrate.
And shout out to Carmel Moulton, the future pound for pound king of the sport, the money team's very own, the man who is levels above any one of Greg Hackett fighters ever will be. Carmel Moulton said, I went from idolizing and watching Floyd Mayweather my whole life to now being the opening bout to the pay-per-view portion of his undercard. That is crazy.
Who's beating me?
I told y'all this young man was gonna be a star. With only 4 fights in, the man is already fighting on pay-per-view, which is more than I can say for Shakur Stevenson. But yes, on Saturday, Floyd Mayweather takes on John Gotti III in a rematch. It's an exhibition fight on pay-per-view, but I will be buying that pay-per-view just to watch Carmel Moulton fight. Shout out to the future pound for pound king. The world is yours at this particular moment.
Why, kid? Why?
And Shakur Stevenson, the man who will never fight on pay-per-view, the man who will never be at Gervonta Tank Davis level, is forever gonna live on Twitter because the man's nickname is Twitterson. A Twitter user by the name of Carrier said, Shakur is gonna be the next undisputed champ at 135. Stop the cap. In order to become undisputed at 135, you gotta go through Gervonta Tank Davis, and I don't think Shakur Stevenson is ready for that.
He's a female.
Shakur Stevenson posted this on Twitter talking about, I don't care who mess with me. I get acceptance from God. Look at Shakur Stevenson trying to play victim. Look at the picture that Shakur Stevenson used. Looking down, looking sad, trying to get sympathy in my opinion. Hey yo, Shakur Stevenson, you brought this on yourself, bro. For years, you've been trying to convince the public that you is that guy. You've been trying to convince the public that people are actually scared of you, bro. Don't nobody fear Shakur Stevenson.
It doesn't matter.
Hey yo, Shakur Stevenson, word on the street is that you about to fight Joe Cordina, a fight that nobody asked for, a fight that nobody will ask for. You could have fought Gervonta Tank Davis. Shakur Stevenson could have been fighting Gervonta Davis on November 2nd. We already know that Gervonta Davis will be coming back to fight on November 2nd. He could have fought Shakur Stevenson. It's only one problem. Shakur fears Gervonta Davis.
Working for you. Working for you.